Welcome, everyone. It is Sandra Alexei from Game Changer, okay? And Game Changer is a book, and it's all about self-discovery and relationships in the new era, the Aquarian energetic style of having a relationship rather than the codependency, okay? I am also a spiritual and business coach. And if you go into the Show Me section, you'll see my website is called My Personal Muse, and you can look at the different services that I offer, okay? Also with the book, if you go to the top right-hand corner, you will see where you can purchase it. There is a trailer about it, talks about it. There's a bit of an audio clip, and it's available in audio, in hardcover, in softcover, and in ebook, and it makes a great present, okay, and as a gift to yourself. The very first chapter is all about self-discovery, and there's 8 different areas that you have questions to answer, and I'm going to be interviewing some couples that have actually read it, or they're going to tell me about their relationship and why it's successful after X amount of years, okay? But the very first relationship we have is with ourselves. And so I thank you very much for viewing the videos, and I also have a Facebook page where every video there is a written document so that you can print it off, because there's a lot of dates and everything on it, okay? I would appreciate it if you would share, if you would comment, and if you would subscribe, okay? Also, if you put a comment once a month, I draw for a free mini reading. And the reading is, it encompasses a lot of different self-discovery tools. So I use astrology, I use numerology, I have a special thing for energetic signatures that I use. Okay, and so on this day, a long weekend, okay, and we are in the middle of a retrograde, and we're almost halfway through 2021. It's been quite the experience, okay? So the final line in the sand, the ultimate release, the game changer. As the eclipse doorway opens, we experience a realignment with destiny. Fated events, kismet, coincidences, synchronicity, and with significant lengthy effects. So things that do happen now are not just going to have an effect for like a couple of weeks, lengthy effects. Stop, breathe, look around, and be the observer. Be very mindful and aware of what you see. To assist you in preparing for the shifts of May 2021, understand that life is all about cycles, day and night, season, solstices, equinoxes, okay? Full and new moon, eclipses, and planetary movements, the divine plan. We do not have control over that. That is a source and a cosmic and a divine, these are divine universal events and experiences. The Sagittarius full moon eclipse at 5 degrees of Sagittarius is a culmination, a conclusion of what we have been building and creating since the lunar nodal axis shift into Gemini and Sagittarius, which started May 6th of 2020 and moves on to January 18th of 2022. Very potent time right now, especially what we're going through collectively. So the lunar north node, which is where we're headed, is in Gemini, and the lunar south node, which what we're prepared to release and leave behind, is in Sag, and this is the Sagittarius full moon eclipse. So identify, feel, and finally release and leave behind. You are reassessing. So you're looking at life, at your life, people, experiences, with this big full moon light. It's like a big flashlight. Your beliefs, your opinions may be shifting as the disclosures of truth are shocking. And you can now apply logic and common sense and come to some reality and truth about the different things in your personal life and in the world. No matter what your nodal placement is, the transit of the North Node in Gemini and South Node in Sag will influence you in one way or another, depending on the areas of your life, the houses in your natal chart, which are ruled by Gemini and Sag. We all have Gemini and Sagittarius in our chart, so we can apply these principles in particular areas of our life. And I find that really funny because somebody will go, no, I don't really like Sagittarius. And I go, that's interesting, because we have a little bit of every sign somewhere in our natal chart. There is the energies. Maybe the planets aren't in the house, but the planets will be transiting and be landing in that house. So our focus will be with the North Node in Gemini, which means that in the next 18 months, we want to learn and understand about the Gemini energy, which is ruled by Mercury, which is communication. And we can let our inner Sagittarius, ruled by Jupiter, take a back seat. Now, the lunar Gemini-Sag axis is the axis of the mind. Okay, what's my mind? What do I think about? What's my perceptions? What's my beliefs? Okay, and knowledge, and how we make sense of the world, how we're evolving, and the ascension process from 3D into the 5D, 70 plus. When you're informed and understand rather than resist, you can embrace what the types of changes are on the horizon and do research. This is not the time to just believe what everybody says. You have to do your own research. When I'm doing a session, when I'm doing a reading, or when people call me and they'll ask me, and I go, no, what do you feel about it? Okay, a lot of people don't want to take the personal responsibility for making choices and decisions so they can say, well, so-and-so told me this. Well, that does not work anymore. It's finished. That's the line in the sand. Okay, it's about taking personal responsibility, which is what's happening right now because we have Saturn, it's retrograde. And so it's take personal responsibility. So they all work together. This is the dance of the planets. Each eclipse series has an axis and brings a new development. So you can check your natal chart as to what house this eclipse is flavoring an aspect. You know, this is the interesting time. Sometimes you just do not want to admit what you know, okay? But now you can use your intuition with Jupiter and Pisces as you read this and check your natal chart or contemplate certain areas of your life. Just sit, think about it. What does it feel like? Now, eclipses are wild cards. Boom. You do not see what's coming as you have not been aware. The universe uses them to get you to pay attention to areas of your life that need change, shaking you up so that you move or evolve to the next level of maturity and fast. It's not like, oh, well, I'm going to take my time. It's like somebody taking a course and it's like, I can put this off. I can do this till next week. I have this. No, it doesn't work. It's done. Boom, it happens. It's a tipping point. It's a major shift when something ends and something new begins, like walking over a bridge and looking back as it collapses. There's no going back. Potent, expansive energies with Jupiter. Freedom, kindness, searching for truth. What do you value? That's an interesting statement to contemplate. Do you value yourself? Do you value your time? Do you put other people? Do you put your work ahead of you? Okay, this is your journey. Contemplate the energies and essences of the words wealthy, well-being, prosperity, fruits of spirit, abundance, etc. Eclipse seasons are harbingers of change and usher in an evolution. Game changers for your life. This is the first eclipse of 4 we have in 2021. The red blood super full moon eclipse at 5 degrees. Now remember, 5 is the essence of change. So May is a 5th month. 2021 is a 5-year. Okay, and this is a 5-degree full moon, full eclipse, lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, May 26. It's called the super flower, and it brings unconscious feelings and knowings to the surface. So these come to the surface, and you're going to ground them in reality. There's a lot of divine intervention. Lunar eclipses, again, are culmination endings of emotional cycles that have run their course. So you will let go of emotions and attachments that no longer serve your best interest. It will do a great job of purging and releasing things from your life that no longer serves your higher selves. The bright light of the sun throws a spotlight on your subconscious to illuminate any issues with your primary relationships that have been festering. You're going to see them for what they really are. The eclipses will be felt for about 6 months, and we have a new moon solar eclipse at 19 degrees of Gemini on June 10. Then December 4th, 2021, a solar eclipse at 12 degrees Sag, and the last lunar eclipse this year is November 19th at 17 degrees of Taurus. So those are the ones that we'll be looking at. The next one I'll talk about eclipses will be the June one. The eclipses and nodes work together, and we'll be starting the Taurus node and Scorpio South node. It's an 18-month cycle, January 2022. This happens approximately every 18 years, and I've written about it and shared the nodal psyches in a series of 3 articles. Okay. And videos which you may want to explore. Our last new moon solar eclipse on December 14th, 2020 was in Sag at 14 degrees. And this is important. It gave us hope and faith. So depending on how things have gone in the last 6 months, you will now see the fruit blossom from the seeds that were planted at that solar eclipse. However, if life has been stressful for us, the seeds did not blossom. Your personal lunar experience will depend on variables in your personal chart. However, the gift for everybody, no matter if you think about it as a gift or not, it doesn't matter. Okay? The one thing that came out of what we are experiencing is the true colors of individuals have been revealed. The true colors of political parties and political leaders have been revealed. The true colors of media and suppression of letting us know truth, of wanting to control everybody, has been revealed. Your job is to wake up and understand that, okay? So many people really don't know what's going on, especially in politics, because big tech has been controlled by those that are trying to control us, okay? The big powers to be want total control of us. It's not a conspiracy. Is it going to happen? No. It started in 2007. Destruction of it all. And so it's their protection. And as I read Facebook posts, it's like, yeah, this is the end. No, 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 no. That's your opinion, okay? I do the research, and I will say 2022, 2023. And if you don't believe me, it doesn't matter. If you don't believe what I say, if it's a different message, follow your heart. How does it work for you? I'd really suggest you watch the 3rd series of the nodal axis, because that takes us from January of 2022, 18 months to 2023. Okay, that's my little rant for today. Now we embrace this blood red full moon lunar eclipse at 5 degrees, May 26. It's going to be a volcanic purge. as everything is potent and extreme right now. It's like raw emotions. If you've had your head in the sand and are resisting growth and evolution, then it will be overly dramatic and an emotional time. Truth versus non-truth, shocking disclosures every day. Change is never easy, especially for those beings that resist it. Okay, a lot of people resist change. I don't feel comfortable with change. However, insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So sometimes the divine, fate, steps into your life, and that's what this is, okay? The solution is to sit quietly and listen to what comes up for your feelings are your barometers. Do not fear the change, and remember, crying is and are just tears of salty purification which heal the soul, and this too shall pass. Different things will be eclipsed out of your life. Done. Once you see a person for who they really are, as opposed to who you want them to be, and or once you see a situation how it really is, as opposed to how you want or expect it to be. This is the job of the eclipse. So the job is it's just doing its job. Lunar eclipses assist you in being aware of others, and you see them in a different light, and you do not maybe like what you see. So it could be time to uncouple, as the relationships or experience is not serving your soul. Your work is to see the truth of a situation which you probably did not want to face. Time to be grateful, as it's hard to see someone's true colors when you have been operating in the dark. Okay, so be gentle with yourself. Take serious notice of all news and signals, as you may get the results of the news immediately or within 3 to 6 months. Now, these are not all bad. Fated events. What I find quite fascinating, after the individual has accepted and gone through, they will usually say they knew something was off. So be ready to embrace all the gifts, opportunities, and possibilities once the air is clear. For new to come into your life, you need to release the old and let go of it. There's always a second act to every eclipse, never good or bad, there just is. Sometimes it takes weeks to understand the real meaning, so be patient and stay open. New life directions, trust your knowingness. Now you know and can contemplate and prepare yourself for this full moon of 5 degrees of Sag. What will be eclipsed out of your life? What are you ready to release and let go of so the new can? Cut all energetic codes with others, experiences, memories, emotions, attitudes, belief, anything that's not of benefit to you. The past is complete, and you've learned from it. Done. The future is uncertain, so enjoy the present. Write down everything you want to release and burn the list on the full moon eclipse, surrendering and giving it to the ethers. I have a special cord cutting exercise that is on my Facebook so that you can print it off or save it. Let me assist you in looking at all the planetary shifts, your nodal axis position, Pluto retrograde for any understandings and answers during these challenging times. So right now we have Saturn retrograde, Pluto is retrograde until October, and close after this on the 29th, we have Mercury that's going to go retrograde. So try to get all of this kind of sorted out, because when Mercury goes retrograde, I'll have another video on that. It's a time of assessing. Thank you for taking your time, and I'd appreciate it again if you'd like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Game Changer channel. Great gift idea. You can find out where you can order your book, okay, and self-discovery. Now always know change is inevitable, and we are forever changing. Again, once a month I draw a name for a mini reading, do it via Zoom, so every time you make a comment, your name goes into the draw. So actually, and a couple of people have won it twice, which is really interesting. So I offer, if you want to gift somebody that, okay, if you want to take it a second time, fine, or if you want to gift it. And enjoy the eclipse and be gentle with yourself. Thank you very much.